Okay, so Diego, what will you be playing today for your lesson?
I will be playing the Etude Opus 10, number 12, in C minor by Chopin.
Okay, let's go for it. Good for you, Diego. So, how would you describe the mood of this etude?
It's not necessarily happy, but it's not necessarily too sorrowful. It's not. It sounds a little. It is in a minor key.
It's in a minor key, and oftentimes minor keys might indicate what type of mood. If you have a piece that's in a slow tempo in a minor key, oftentimes what kind of mood might that project out?
It would be like a slow, sad.
But this one is unique in that it's fast, allegro con fuoco, and minor. What kind of mood does that project?
It's full of energy.
Yes, full of energy. Obviously, the descending 16 notes. Yes. Would it be a sad, angry character, or would it be a happy, energetic mood character?
I think it would be around the middle, because it does have its energetic sections, but then it also has its more sorrowful and quieter sections.
Right. Yeah, particularly, like towards the soft section. What's a technical challenge in this for you?
The left hand.
Yes, this is the hand not for the faint of hearts. It's really when you're talking about the left hand. And and what can help you to feel a little bit more comfortable with playing this left hand is to obviously observe the accents that are in the score. And any suspicion as to why he's putting accents in the left hand on the first note of each four-note group? Because the 16 notes are grouped in fours, in 4 notes you see. And he puts an accent on the first one. Why is he doing that?
To keep you from rushing.
Exactly. He's doing it to keep you from rushing, to keep you in time. Contrary to what people may believe about him, you know him to be a pianist, a composer, but you also make his living as a teacher. And so these etudes are studies to help address the technical challenges of the pianist. And so one of the challenges is to be able to keep the left hand steady, and he's putting those accents to help slow you down. So if you observe those, and then also you need to be a little lighter on your fingers. And I think if you're doing that more, you won't have the tension, okay? That's in the sound. So can we try a little slow? And I want you to feel like you're crawling down the keys in the left hand, okay? So with the right hand. The note that is accented, but lighten up on the other pitches. Okay. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay, try that. How does the hand feel?
It feels lighter and easier to move.
Exactly. And remember, of all the 5 fingers, you have 2 short fingers, the 5 and the 2. And between the 2, the thumb carries the most source of tension. Yeah. And so oftentimes when you're playing a passage like this that has a lot of crossings of the thumb, you can often over squeeze the thumb, and it's going to create a lot of tension in your wrist, and hence preventing your hand from moving as fluid as it needs to move. Now, you say energetic, and I totally agree with that character. And it's actually, where does he write energico, which means energetic? Yeah. In which hand does he write energico?
In the right hand.
In the right hand, yeah. So he really does, because he knows if he tells you to create energy in the right, in the left hand, he knows you're going to try to create it rather than letting it happen naturally. So and you're going to tense up. But I think it's a little easier to create energico on slow moving chords like this. So. This dotted rhythm, which delays the motion. And then you end on a half note. So you can't go wrong. It'd be harder to create energico on fast moving pitches because you have to really focus on relaxation. But here you have to play chords, and it's easy. So try that bit for me, that energico. Yeah, and so if you want to land on the chord properly, you have to be over the chord before you play it. So, stop there. Now I don't want you to lock up your hand, I just want you to be there before you get there. Yeah, and I want you to think that you're connecting your chords, connect your beats more. Every beat is going somewhere. Exactly, and allow your thumbs to guide the way of the octave. Whenever you have octaves or chords that span an octave, you always want to make sure you lead with your thumb. One, because it's the finger that's closest to your eye, and you're more likely to land properly. And then also you have to be intentional about where you're going in a passage like this. That's going down in step and up by a bit. Should work. You just have to make sure you relax 2 and 3 on the exact track. Wonderful. Now, let's look at the main theme when it comes in at measure 10. try to give me the differentiation between the forte motive and the soft motive. So the forte motive is more melodic, and the piano is more stepwise, but the forte has more motion, it has more notes, and the piano moves between two voices, G and A flat. So you have to contain the sound a bit more in that piano sound. Try measure 10, and then stop at measure 19. So measure 10, both hands.
Just the, okay.
Like this was really, really nice. At measure 15, what makes that measure different from the others? What makes it different? Measure 15, we have. What makes that the figuration of the left hand there different from what you just played?
It's descended.
Yes. What about the note patterns?
They go from this hand around almost 2 octaves.
Yeah, exactly. But you're also, the interval between the voices are more skippy, more leapy, versus the opening, which is more stepwise. Maybe you have a skip between the first 3 voices, but after that it's followed by step motion. So now try to get over the fear of missing the notes. Let's actually practice blocking. So you're going to play the first 2 pitches, which span an octave, and then you're going to shift your hand to block the upper voices of that arpeggio. And then cross over. Yes. Now you're going to cross over with the 4 as you would playing it in at speed. So blocking, cross over with 4, and then back down. Yes, exactly. And then the last note of that figuration is a B, and then it changes to B flat. So you have 2 ways you can practice it. Go from the B to the B flat, or you can just stop back to B, because you started with it. Yeah. So let's now go on to the next beat. Blocking it this way, it allows you to find your hand position on various parts of the arpeggio so that you're not making many motions, you're making 2 motions. One here and one here. Okay? Let's try hand. Yeah. Both hands. Yeah, why does it feel easier?
Everyone is a little where to go.
Exactly. It's going to be very helpful in a passage like this. Okay, so in sum, this opening character has an energetic quality about it, and has a lightness in the 16 notes. And the character is a bit, it's a mixture, like you said, between sadness and anger, anger and passion. And so, but always remember that you have to appropriate your sound to the emotion that you want to convey. So if the emotion is passion, you have to find the right sound and the tone to be able to communicate that. Case in point of that measure 10, we have a more open sound, a more closed type of color sound, because the melody moved that was in step motion now moved moves in sort of step motion. Yeah, between two voices versus. Okay. Now, let's talk about your shaping. Can we move to measure 37? Your shaping. I felt that your longer notes were a little bit harsh, your half notes throughout the piece. If you can descend slowly into the key, you're going to get less of an attack, an aggressive attack on the key. So by doing, instead of doing this, but rather, I'm going to get the same similar sound, but with less tension. Try the right. Good. Now, dead weight. So that means your arm's going to be dead, and it's just going to support the hand by being just dead. See what happens. Allow gravity to take over. That's even better. Absolutely. Next chord. And then, great. So make sure that you start, the phrase starts on a high point and then it comes down to a low point. And so you want to show that, even though there's an accent on the second to last beat. Yeah. On that beat flat, yeah. So, da dee da da. Yes, that's it. Next phrase. Ooh, what makes this phrase different from the first phrase in terms of the accent placement?
It's placed on the same beat before it because it's repeated.
In terms of the phrase. So the first phrase, he's phrasing over the bar line. Yeah. And then as he's phrasing over the bar line, that accent appears in the middle. And then the second phrase, where does the accent appear? At the end, absolutely. So it affects how you shape. So instead of the first time is you hear the different feel? Yeah. He's really treating the function of the accent differently in those two phrases. Try it. Right then. First phrase. Yeah, that's good. And yes. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. And remember the inertico that you saw at the opening of the. Whenever you see a dotted rhythm, that's how you need to treat it with energy. Yeah, he's actually asking you at the opening. I want the dotted rhythm to be energetic. He wants all of them to be that way. Okay. Now, both hands. Measure 37. Etude. Is used for two reasons. One, to enhance the sound, and also to provide security for your mind and your fingers. But it should never be used to cover up notes. So, and it's in your playing over notes. But you should support your fingers with not only arm width, but with pedal. So, use the pedal to help your left hand. Okay, right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we arrive here, which is a recap of the opening. This one should have the fire and the inertico that you have in the opening. How are we going to create that fire? So,
stronger fingers.
Stronger fingers, but not tensing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead. Give me that fire that just requires. Why repeat this idea? Yeah, this button. Why repeat that? Why is he repeating that idea? Dum ba bum, da da deem, da da deem. Why is he doing that?
I'm not sure. That might be the main melody. It's not the melody.
Perhaps the main motive that starts the whole piece.
Yes.
And the piece is the motive. Dum ba bum. That's also characteristic of Chopin's, to take a little motivic cell and you hear it repeated throughout the entire piece. Kind of like Beethoven. Beethoven does that too. Take a little motivic cell and then repeats it and interjects it throughout the piece just to remind you of that particular motive that the composer is so fond of. So each time you repeat it, you do something different with it. So, sorry. Da da. You know, more the last time before you do the ascending. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Try from the 41. Okay, so what are some big topics that we talked about in your presentation of this today?
It would be in the left hand, the beginning, where it has the accents to help me not rush at the same time. That's one of the things. Then we also worked on, in the right hand, where you have to give it energy.
Yes.
That's what it's asking for. It was written in the score. Shaping, I have to pay attention to those crescendos and crescendos, those fortes and crescendos.
Exactly. Absolutely. And I think it would make for a musical performance and more interesting performance in terms of the sound that you're creating. Otherwise, this is great tempo, great energy, great responsiveness to the sounds of the chords. I really like that. So those three things that we discussed, your phrasing, energy of the motive, lightness of your left hand, will only enhance what you're doing. Okay? Great, awesome. And the final thing is, make sure that you really exaggerate your dynamics, especially because it's whenever you see a piano, really overdo it. Okay? Excellent. Thank you. Great.